I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years. The biggest issue I see with so-called experts is that they think they know more than they do, and they think they're smarter than they actually are. This tends to playing smart. People, they're defining themselves by their intelligence, and they don't like the idea that a machine could be way smarter than them, so they discount the idea, which is fundamentally flawed. That's the wishful thinking situation. I'm really quite close to, very close to, the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential. It feels like we are the biological bootloader for AI. Effectively, we are building it, and then we're building progressively greater intelligence, and the percentage of intelligence that is not human is increasing, and eventually we will represent a very small percentage of intelligence. It's going to come faster than anyone appreciates. I think it's with each passing year the sophistication of computer intelligence is growing dramatically. I mean IRL, I think we're on an exponential improvement path of artificial intelligence, and the number of smart humans that are redeveloping AI is also increasing dramatically. I mean, if you look at like the attendance at the AI conferences, they're doubling every year. They're getting full. I have a sort of a young cousin of mine who's graduating from Berkeley in computer science and physics, and I asked him like, well, how many of the smart students are studying AI in computer science, and the answer is all of them. With a better approach or better outcome is that we achieve democratization of AI technology, meaning that no one company or a small set of individuals has control over advanced AI technology. I think that's very dangerous. It could also get stolen by somebody bad, like some evil dictator. The country could send the IR intelligence agency to go steal it and gain control. It just becomes a very unstable situation. I think if you've got any incredibly powerful AI, you just don't know who's gonna control that. So, it's not as I think that the risk is that the AI would develop a will of its own right off the bat. I think it's more that's the concern, is that someone may use it in a way that is bad, and even if they weren't going to use it in a way that's bad, that somebody could take it from them and use it in a way that's bad. That I think is quite a big danger. We are, all of us already are cyborgs, so you have a machine extension of yourself in the form of your phone and your computer and all your applications. You are already superhuman, but by far you have more powerful capability than President United States had. 30 years ago, if you have an internet link, you have an article of wisdom. You can communicate to millions of people and communicate to the rest of Earth instantly, and these are magical powers that didn't exist not that long ago, so everyone is already superhuman. I think it's the singularity is probably the right word, because we just don't know what's going to happen once there's intelligence substantially greater than that of a human brain. I mean, most of the movies and TV featuring AI, that they don't describe in quite the way it's likely to actually take place, but I think you just have to consider, like, even in the benign scenario where AI if is much smarter than a person, what do we do? Yeah, what is that? What job do we have? I have to say that when something is a danger to the public, then that there needs to be some government agency like regulators. The fact is, like, we've got regulators in the aircraft industry, car industry, with drugs, food, and anything that's sort of a public risk. And I mean, I think this has to fall into the category of a public risk. Usually, it'll be some new technology will cause damage or death. There will be an outcry, there will be an investigation, years will pass, there will be some sort of insight committee, there will be rule making, then there will be oversight, eventually regulations. This all takes many years. This is the normal course of things. If you look at, say, automotive regulations, how long did it take for seatbelts to be implemented, to be required? The water industry fought seatbelts I think for more than a decade successfully fought any regulations on seatbelts, even though the numbers were extremely obvious. If you had a seatbelt on, you would be far less likely to die or be seriously injured. It was unequivocal, and the industry fought this for years successfully. Eventually, after many people died, regulators insisted on seatbelts.